So here's the last bit of this module. The recommendation is to use probability sampling methods, simple random sample, stratified, cluster, or systematic. Those give you better results. And for these methods, formulas are available for evaluating the goodness of the sample results in terms of the closeness of the results to the population parameters being estimated. An evaluation of the goodness cannot be made with non-probability, convenience, or judgment sampling methods. And so evaluating the goodness, right, that's where we were like doing the z-score and everything like that and finding out the probability stuff. The difference between, and now we're going to talk about errors in sampling, the difference between the value of a sample statistic and the corresponding population parameter is called the sampling error. Deviations, and we'll just highlight that, right? Sampling errors is just some terminology. And deviations of the sample from the population that occur for reasons other than random sampling are referred to as non-sampling errors. So just some definitions, nothing to stress about. Non-sampling errors can occur in a sample or in a census. So sampling errors, the difference between the value of the difference between the value of the sample statistic and the corresponding value of the population parameter is the sampling error. And deviations of the sample from the population that occur for reasons other than random sampling are referred to as non-sampling errors. Non-sampling errors can occur in a sample or in a census. So we'll take this over to ChatGPT and say, can you please give me examples of non-sampling error. Whoops, dang it. Non-sampling errors are errors that occur in data collection, processing, or analysis that are not related to the sample size or the process of selecting a sample. They can occur in both sample surveys and censuses. Here are examples. Measurement error. When the data collected does not accurately reflect the true values, this results from poorly worded survey questions, misunderstandings by respondents, or faulty data collection tools. Non-response error happens when some individuals selected for the survey do not respond, and their responses may differ from those who do respond. Data processing errors. Errors introduced during the coding, entering, or analyzing the data. So people are like entering the data and don't type in the right stuff. Right? So these different errors, you can pause the video and read those. And then we have errors in sampling, reasons for non-sampling error coverage, non-response, interviewing, processing, measurement. So that's where those are listed. Steps to minimize non-sampling errors. Carefully define the target population, design the data collection procedure, carefully design the data collection process and train the data collectors, pretest the data collection procedure, and use stratified random sampling when population level information about an important qualitative characteristic is available. So remember stratas, age, like location, department. Use systematic sampling when population level information about an important quantitative characteristic is available. So quantitative, we would use systematic sampling, and systematic sampling, stratified, cluster. Systematic is sample size of n is desired from a population containing n elements. So systematic is like, give me every 10th person, right? Or every 100th entry in the phone book when quantitative characteristics are available. So that's this idea that, you know, we could sample, create a sample, and how do we choose the elements that are going to be in our sample? And then once we choose them, how do we know the goodness of the point estimator that we've come up with from our sample? And does it closely approximate, and to what degree, the population parameter, right? So that's kind of what's going on here. Hope you're getting a little bit of a sense of that. See you next time. It's a lot. I know it's a lot. See you next time.